just scared him so bad. Just come shooting out of the trees. Guys, we're back. We got this switched over to start spraying Sonaland on black bean ground. It's been a slow day, actually a slow couple of days, but that's a part of ending the season. I actually got this rigged up with just an old pump from the curtain side because I don't want to run Sonaland through my expensive pumps and through my meters because Brody says it ain't gonna work.
I thought I was done with the soy green.
Yeah, we're done planting the acres that needed soy green, so we converted this over. But Sonaland's really, what, corrosive?
Yeah.
It don't come out of hoses, it don't come out of meters, so we just are going the old route so that we don't contaminate or ruin anything on this trailer. So we also swapped sprayers behind this tractor. We're gonna pump some water in there to verify that everything works, because we got to spray Sonaland before the diggers dig the field, before the black beans get planted, before the... Yes, just like that. Are you ready? So we're just going to pump some water in there to do a flush, make sure there's no nozzles plugged, make sure the flow meter works, just all around everything works before we get product in there. Lunchtime again. Let's see if he remembers how to operate this machine. We've been working on trying to get this thing primed, and we realized the suction hose tank, or I realized when I crawled under there, the valve was off, so that was our fault. We didn't think nothing of it, because normally for the first time of the season it gets to be it's a struggle to get her to prime, but it helps when the valve's open. She's de-winterized. Just making sure we don't have any leaks on any functions. Get stuff flowing, make sure valves turn. We got her unfolded. Now we get to do a suction test. There we go. Check to see if there's any plugged nozzles. I love me some sprayer season. Wouldn't it be just the greatest thing if there wasn't even one nozzle to work on and unplug? We got a dripper. Why are we dripping here, buddy? Why ain't this one working? It should be working. Alright, I don't know, it wasn't building enough PSI in that section. It's working just fine now. Looking good, looking good. Does he know what he's doing? Why do we have a dribbler? One at a time! I found a problem. We haven't fixed our end that runs our... Yeah. We're good! We just won't worry about that. We need to put a new end on this. I'm guessing somebody whacked into something and ripped that off. And that somebody is the guy smiling and laughing in the cab. Everything's working good except somebody must have whacked into something and broke the wiring harness.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You know, we're not even done planting and I'm already excited for the spray season.
I'm not.
You're not?
Not at all. Not one bit.
Why?
I don't know.
I like, well, I don't spray anymore, but I like tendering.
I'm taking the summer off.
You're taking the summer off?
Yeah. Home to Colorado, I think.
Oh, yeah? Alright, it's been a long time since I checked in with you guys, but it's just been a piddly day, kind of moving seed tenders around, and Dad got his last load of corn seed. Not gonna finish corn today. There's always gonna be wet spots. This field right around the farm's really wet. Might be able to plant it tomorrow, maybe. But now Randy's at the black bean field working headlands. I'm gonna head down there with this. I just put Dylan in Eric's sprayer tractor. He's driving it to the field, and someone's gonna pick him up, get the other digger out there. I'm going to mix up a load here on nice level surface for the first time, make sure everything's working properly, and we'll get into it. Alright, so this is kind of a sloppy way of doing it, but I just do not, as I said earlier, want this yucky looking stuff right here in my meters. Stinks terrible too. So I'm just gonna let that pump. I need 55 gallons-ish. Alright, we're here. Dylan made it. He's going to get a digger. I'm gonna load up here, and this sprayer doesn't have a very good flow meter on it, so I gotta have it level and take up the whole road. So hopefully this goes quick so it does not hold up traffic for anybody. Alrighty. I measured that at the farm so that we are good there. I'm thinking rear tank open, so we're sucking from there. We're gonna close that so we have Venturi system working. We're gonna open this. We are going to throttle up a little choke. I'm gonna test on some water, make sure it's working. Oh yeah. Very good. We're gonna induct our chemical, full steam ahead, get that in there. Already got 10 gallons in. Wow, this thing really goes. Gets really cool colored when it's gets some water in there. Well, I'm sorry I couldn't video more of that. It's pretty hectic for the first time loading the sprayer by myself with a whole new system. Everything went fine though. I just got to blow out the line. Got a plumb full tank. I got 2,400 gallons there. It's the same color as the tank. Well, Eric's gonna come pick this up so it ain't sitting on the road. He's about done spreading. I get to learn how to run sprayer again. It shouldn't be a problem, but you never know what can happen or not work. Nothing like some pressure when the digger comes and goes around you. I know, I'm trying. I'm one-man show here, buddy. So, this Sonaland is a pre-emerge. So it needs to be incorporated, which means dug in. It needs to be dug in within like an hour. Otherwise it volatilizes and goes away and does you no good. You spend a lot of money and nothing happens. So that's why the digger's here, and Dylan's coming out to help also, because the sprayers can do a lot more than the diggers can. So it's just gonna be take my time out here, learn what I'm doing once I get the headlands done, and should be fun. I'm enjoying this so far. I'm looking forward to spraying. Well, that was an exciting first time around the field with no rows to follow. It's hard to judge way out there, 60 feet, how close you are, far apart you are. It helped that Randy dug, so then once I got the feel of it, I knew how far I was supposed to be on his pass. With that being said, it's got the 20 gallon per acre nozzles in it from last fungicide season, and they're just too big. Gotta drive too fast, it's bumpy out here. Rookie driver, I feel so out of control. I'm not switching them, so we're just gonna roll with it. These are all clean and functioning, so we're just gonna drive fast and watch the obstacles come at me quickly, and then split second react to it. Oh, there's some tin in our field. Must have blew off somebody's barn right there. Nice. Dylan is here. They've already almost gotten done over there. I've been just taking my time on the headlands. This is just so bouncy. Can you see that pattern and how yellow it is? Can you tell? We should dye all of our our spray, you could see so well if your nozzles are plugged, and that's a big rock. Holy buckets, buckets, buckets. They're gonna have to team up on that one maybe. So last year, I don't remember when we were doing this, if you guys remember, we had the 9RX, the one that's on the corn planter, pulling this thing because this tractor was having those transmission issues, which, by the way, replacing the transmission fixed all those issues. It was much smoother in that than this. And one might say, well, Chet, why don't you slow down? I have to go this fast so that the pressure in the boom's at the right pressure, my nozzles don't open up. Raise boom, raise boom, raise boom. Going over the fence. Lower boom. I have tons of experience running a sprayer. It's been a couple of years, well, besides just a little bit last year, like 2 fields. And not very many hours in these IVT tractors. It's nice being able to adjust your speed. So, what is it? Infinite IVT. Infinite something variable speed. Infinite variable transmission. That's it. Yeah. Anyways, but I'm getting used to it. It's kind of jerky when you're not used to it. It's kind of fun out here though. We're really up into some 3/4 stuff now. Almost done. Just a little bit more. Alrighty, so we just finished up here. We're gonna fold up, then drive home like, what is it, 12 miles I think? It's not too bad, unfortunately, but I don't think we're gonna be going to that field tonight. They gotta finish this, then drive all the way back home, and then I think they got right around the home place there like 40 acres that they're gonna try to work for the last cornfield. And by that time, we're not going to drive to the next field, which is west of the farm, I believe, about 20, 24 miles. So our black bean fields for spraying this summer is really going to suck for the fact of they're basically on the opposite ends of where we farm. So this one's the farthest east. The other black bean field's going to be the farthest west. It's literally going to be like 40, 45 mile drive from one end to the other, one side of our area to the other. So that will be a lot of road time for the old tractors. And first field of sauna land, done. All right, I just got back to the farm and everyone's gone. Every digger and the Salford 4200 has left the yard. I don't know where they're all at. One is right behind the shop here. I think Dad went to go dry out a field with the Salford 4200 because that works the best for opening up areas and letting it dry without like making mud balls. It actually works very well for that. The other two, we know where they are. They were in the field with me. And Brody is almost out of seed and we don't know if he's gonna have enough to finish. So I don't know what we're gonna do there. Let's just hope that he has enough, because I'm supposed to clean that seed tender out so we can do black beans, but I'm going to check on, I think it's Eric running a digger, so I better check on him. You know, he's good, but he's not got much experience running a field cultivator. I'm gonna scare him. He doesn't know I'm here. Look out! He's laughing. He's laughing! I bet I just scared him so bad. Just come shooting out of the trees. You ran over a tile?
No. There was no flag and my eagle eye still saw it and I missed it. But it needs a flag.
Maybe you need to be upgraded to digger operator.
It ain't for everyone, I'll tell you that.
Oh, look at that. Yep, we're working ground. This is what it looks like. I wonder if you guys, can you see him in there? He looks so relaxed. Look at him. He wants a water. No, I don't have a water. Just checking if anything needs to be burned. One flag to go? Anybody? Nice and close to the farm. I figured we best do the job right now. Might I ask how you seen this?
Noticed it while I was spitting fertilizer.
Ah, you're cheating then. Kids, don't touch width flags unless they're new without a pliers. Believe it or not, it's not as easy as just putting a flag down. So we like to put them on either the left or the right side of the tile intake. And this is strictly only for flexibility of the flag, because if the rows run this way, you want it on either the left or right side here, so when the sprayer boom hits it or a planter hits it, it don't push against the tile and then it snaps the flag off. Just a little trick we learned after breaking a few. So right down to a tile inlet flag, there's rules on. It's one of Douglas rules again. It works, it works. Well, I just got the seed tender back. I got it set up to start blowing it out, make sure there's no soybeans in there when we switch to black beans. I'm still waiting to hear if Brody's gonna need more. I have a bag of leftover seed from last year in there, but still waiting. But I can do one hopper at least, get it cleaned out. And here rolls in the diggers. Eric's Park went spread fertilizer. There's some sulfur 4200, and then Dylan just rolled in. So everyone, it might be an early night. Man, that would be nice. So we're basically can't plant any more soybeans. We've done all the ready fields. We have an 80 that you know about that's just always way later. And then just fill in wet spots once they're done. So once we switch to black beans, hopefully we can finish those before needing to fill in wet spots. It's really starting to feel a lot more laid back, caught up. Listen to that air compressor. I do have one ordered, like everything, back ordered. I think we witnessed our first miracle today. He made it on seed and like fumes of seed. Nothing was planned, it just worked out that way, that there was the perfect amount of drowned out areas or wet areas that he couldn't plant. I've got the hoppers blown out, the slide gates are blown out. I gotta clean this out, the tail out, and I think this area too. And then we gotta start on that planter, which not gonna promise we're gonna get done tonight, but we'll start probably. Let's see what goodies are behind door number 1. And some beans. All right, I opened this door also and then missed the bucket. Is what it is. I've got it cleaned up. I think I'm done. I think we're ready for black beans on this. This is the easiest thing to clean up. Cody's vacuuming out his units. Way faster. It says it's faster. What do you got going?
Way faster.
Is that guaranteed to get them all?
No.
Then we have to dump them still?
Watch.
I'm watching. What kind of fancy end do you have here? It's homemade. It's a hose. Duct taped in.
That's all it's in there. Junk. Don't suck that up.
Wow. That's just ground up beans. That's concerning. You're grinding them.
Junk.
Brody's just obsessed with his vacuum. Making a heck of a talc dust though. So we're just using the Milwaukee battery powered vacuum and then dumping that into here. Ain't gonna have much, but place to store 'em. Not bad. This was record-breaking time. What did we do last time that took so long? We're not completely done. The vacuum improved speed massively. So what we have to do yet, we've got those vacuumed out. I dumped the bottom. We rattled and shook the tank, or I did. So those are confident. I'm confident they're empty. We've sucked these empty. The problem is that these lines hold beans, but we have to have it outside. Yeah. We have to have it outside, unfold it. Discs have to be in. We learned that last year. You can't just blow them out on the ground. The disc has to be in for whatever reason to keep some flow, back pressure or something. I don't know. So what we're gonna do tomorrow, unfold, set down, wiggle those lines, shake them, beat them. Hopefully it blows all of the seed to the row units, then we'll dump the seed discs, and then we're ready to fill with black beans. Seed tender's ready. We're ahead of schedule, Brody.
Yeah, we are.
Them digger boys better get it moving. I hope I don't have to spray again tomorrow, or I'll never keep up with you.
Nah, Eric can do that. That's why he's out land rolling, I suppose.
Yeah, he went out land rolling. Now it's like 9 o'clock at night. He just left a little bit ago. Try to keep up with Brody. He's got a horrible job. I wouldn't like that. He's got to spread fertilizer before the diggers. Then he has to land roll behind the bean planter. Sometimes land roll, if it's corn on corn, ahead of the corn planter. Plus spray all the 28%. He's a busy guy. He's efficient. And he's got big equipment to work with, which is the only way he can pull it off. And he drives fast. Maybe too fast, Brody. He's meticulous about his bean planter. All right, guys, I think that's going to be a wrap on today's video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.